Now, Bora, let's do girl talk. Woman to woman. First of all, let's talk about the relationship.
Well, knowing what people say, you cannot get married, no one will marry you with your HIV, you don't have children, you know. People expect when you're HIV positive to be a failure. And they forget that even positive people have dreams. So,
oh, I did not know that.
Oh my goodness, the world thinks if you're HIV positive, life ended. The so-called negative people, most of them are negative because they've not tested.
Yes.
So I'll leave it at that. It has not been easy. Like, time comes when every man who comes, because I've made a decision, I'm not going to infect anyone. Everyone, whichever man comes, I tell them I'm HIV positive and they run away.
How do they run away in the first place? You call them the next day, they don't want to pick up on learning, or they are having so many excuses, including taking their grandmothers to school. Now the life becomes so big.
Okay, I had this mentality like no one is going to stay.
So all the time you've been praying and hoping, or what?
Praying and believing for someone to come. And in the process, someone came finally. He did not react like many have reacted. This one just played it cool. It's like, it's okay. He did not deny his love for me. He did not say, I've reduced my love. He said, I'm going to love you the way you are. I know God is in control. So I took him to the doctors, to the clinic where I get medicine. So he received all the counseling. They told him, being with a positive person is not 100%, that you will not get it, you know, all those things. He said, it's okay. I made my decision. She's the woman.
How much did you reach him?
The family came looking for him. They grilled him. But he said, you know what? So whatever you want, it's my choice and it's me going to stay with her. So his family actually sent him out from home. So he had to start sketching his own life.
Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, but I realized he loved me.
Now I want to see the reality in your story, because again, that sounds like a beautiful Cinderella story.
Yeah.
Yes, that poor girl who eventually ends up with a princess. So beautiful, a movie we can make out of that.
Love conquers it all.
What did he do immediately?
Nothing.
To you, to convince you he loved you? Because if it were me and a man wants to convince me he likes me, he'll grab me and then he will give me that kiss. I'm like, hey, you mean you're interested?
You can tell someone who is so into you, he gives you most of his time. When I'm not around or when I'm not feeling fine, he will wake up, he will do the cooking, he will do the food, he will clean the house, laundry.
Where is that man born? Because that is such a golden something, Me, I'm still looking, I even don't know what is happening.
Things happened for me. Yeah, when he proposed, I realized he was very serious.
So tell me, is marriage a bed of roses?
Yeah, to me so far it's only 4 months. So me and for us we are having a blast.
So when you're making your love, do you do protection or you don't do protection?
We don't do protection.
Oh, really?
Because I have taken my ARVs very well for the past 7 years.
So you're planning to have children?
Yes, I think in a few months.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think scares most people from getting to know their status? What exactly do you think lies behind that fear?
People have stupid ignorance that is keeping them prisoners to their fears, because HIV is not a problem. I've lived with it, and I've realized I can achieve anything whatsoever because I'm not limited by my status in whichever way. And at least we've proved that the fact that I'm married to my negative man, he's still negative, and I'm going to have my HIV negative babies. People fear the people around them. Actually, the community, the world around us is the biggest problem. Most people don't know how to handle them, how to deal with them. And then many of us, I think we have this thing of dependency. I know if I tell this person my status, they will leave me. They'll stop doing ABCD for me. They'll, all those things. And they end up living under this kind of fear without even trying to find out how the other person will react, how the community will react, how the public will react. And that alone keeps them captives. They're like, I'd rather not know my status than knowing I'm HIV positive. That is a lame excuse.